Hello, everybody. I am going to give a few minutes for everybody to join, but thank you so much if you're already in here. It is the first webinar of 2025, so that's awesome. January has flown by already. I hope everybody is enjoying the winter weather. Had a ton of winter weather in Georgia, which no one is used to here, so that's been fun. Hello, hello. Hi, Roger. Hey guys, thanks for joining. We are just getting back from SPAC, so if I saw any of you guys there, it was awesome. It was awesome. I'm still recovering, get a little jet lag from the West Coast to East Coast. Yes, this is live. So yeah. All right, let's see. Give another minute. All right. Hey guys, thanks for coming. Hope everybody's had a good year so far. It's going to be a good one. I can feel it. Stack was awesome. Seeing everybody was amazing. And just being a part of the PhotoDay team was such a, it was very inspiring this year. So yeah. Hi, Laura. I just saw you. I hope you had safe travels. All right, I think we can go ahead and get started. So for those of you who do not know, I am Stevie. I am part of the customer success team here at PhotoDay. Today we're going to be going over the basics of selling with PhotoDay. So I'm going to be covering the what and the why for some of our key features. I'm also going to be doing some live demoing of each one of these things so you guys can see exactly how to get set up and ready to go. So if you guys are just getting started using PhotoDay, this is going to be a great webinar to get the lowdown on, what you need to do to set up your pricing, set up advance pay, those sorts of things. And if you're already using PhotoDay, if you feel like you're well-versed, I'm sure you'll learn something. I got a ton of tips to share. Now, some housekeeping. We are going to have some PhotoDay people in the chat moderating, so you'll hear from them. I'll have them drop some links periodically. Now, if you guys have questions for me, I'm going to answer them all at the end. So there is a Q&A section in the chat. If you guys can get to that, it's like a separate tab from the actual chat. So send all your fun stuff through the chat so I can see you guys are listening and tuning in. But if you have questions, put those in Q&A, and I'm going to go over all of them at the end. So good deal. I think we're ready to get started. Hey, Keith. I'm also in Georgia. So thanks for joining. All right. Hopefully everybody can see and hear me. I didn't confirm that, but I think so. All right, so on the agenda today, we're going to be going over setting up advance pay, credit sheets, and offers. I'm going to be, talking about how to use it, why you use it, how it works. We're going to go through creating price sheets, and we're also going to talk a little bit about bulk shipping and how you can use that. And then we're going to be covering downloads, the different ways that you can sell digital images, how you can create bundles of digitals for a discount, and then how to best use both different types of digital images that you can offer through PhotoDay. All right, so advance pay. Let's dive into advance pay first. So advance pay is PhotoDay's solution to prepay. If you are transitioning from traditional prepay systems or paper order forms, and you're going online, advance pay is going to be a great way for you to keep that money flowing in, before picture day and on picture day, instead of just getting all your sales once pictures are ready. So if you're used to getting that money and you're kind of concerned about making the jump and missing out on that, check out advance pay and use that, because it's going to be the same thing. So there are a ton of different ways to use it, but it sells best when you give customers some sort of incentive to purchase it. I did have an entire advance pay webinar this fall. So if you guys really need the deets on advance pay on all the different ways that people use it, I'll have somebody drop the link in the chat for that webinar. So go check that out. There's lots of good information. I'm just going to be going over high level and setting up. Sweet. So is advance pay like prepay? So this is the first thing you're going to want to make sure you understand when you're getting started. You definitely want to really learn about advance pay and understand it so that you can properly sell it to your customers. So with PhotoDay's advance pay feature, you are selling a credit amount to your customers that they buy in advance, and then they're going to use that amount towards their photo order when pictures are ready. So you are not going to be selling items or packages in advance when you're using advance pay. So we designed advance pay in a way that that doesn't limit the customer. So they start by buying that dollar amount credit in advance, and then once they see the images, they're able to choose how much they want to buy at that point. We thought that selling items in advance might limit your customer. You put all your images into the online gallery, but if you've already sold, basic packages for everybody who wanted to buy in advance, then they might just settle with that, even if they would choose more, even if they love the images. So selling those credits in advance is going to allow them to purchase exactly what they want and not be confined. I'll say this a lot, but your images are going to be your inventory in an online world, because people are no longer pre-buying items before they see images. Now they're seeing images and then deciding what they want. Your packages and your products are really your secondary inventory. And then another benefit of selling credit amounts is that it can kind of be like money spent, money forgotten. So, if the parent bought a credit 2 weeks before picture day, and then, pictures are ready 3 days after the shoot, they might have already, gotten another paycheck. They might have more money to spend. I like to use something called girl math. So I use girl math all the time. If I have a gift card, I'm spending double what the gift card has, because why not? So maybe there will be some moms purchasing images and they'll use girl math too. But yeah, so advance pay leads to larger orders. They've already spent that money, and then they come in and they see all the amazing images that you're offering, and then they'll buy even more than they spent originally. So I am going to share my screen and show you guys how to set up advance pay for your job and how that's going to look to your customer. But before we do that, I'm going to go over the two components of getting advance pay set up. That is credit sheets and offers. So first, you're going to want to, Graham on that. That's awesome. Yep. So build your credit sheet first. The credit sheet is going to be the amounts that your customers can choose from when they go into purchase advance pay. So you can do up to 4 amounts. A lot of studios just do 1 credit amount. I think this is a good way to make it really clear, if you're using an advance pay offer, what amount they need to buy in order to get the offer. You can only use 1 advance pay offer, so it kind of has to correspond with one of the amounts that you offer. So therefore, just offering 1, that makes it simple. They don't have to ask, what amount do I need to buy to get the offer? You could just offer 1, but you can also offer 4. They have to be increments of 5. I'll show you all that. But yeah, there are so many creative ways to use advance pay. Like I said, so sometimes the 4 amounts, photographers will use that in a lot of different ways. So yeah. Now, setting up the offer. So you're going to have to build an offer in your account, and then you're going to go into your job settings and attach it as an advance pay offer. And what that means is anybody who chooses to buy a credit is going to get that offer when they place their order for photos. It's going to automatically apply to their account if they had an AP apply to their account. I mean, to their order. I don't know. My brain is fried, right? So it's really cool because our system actually is going to communicate the advance pay offer for you. All you have to do is attach it in the settings, and the offer is automatically going to be explained when they go in and they see if they want to purchase a credit. It's going to be explained in the marketing that we send out, in the text message they receive when they opt in. So you just attach it, and then we do all the hard part for you of explaining why they should buy it. And on that note, I'm going to share my screen. Yep. So let me grab that really quick. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that. Give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. And let's get into setting up advance pay. So I'm going to go into this job. And then under the setup storefront step, I'm going to start setting up advance pay for my private job. Going to go under the advanced pay credits tab. You can also get here under settings, under the store tab, just in case. The setup storefront button is kind of like a shortcut into those settings. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the thumbs up. Perfect. Sometimes I start going and then people are like, wait, what? We can't see. Like, oh, I'll do it over again. So thank you. Thank you. No technical difficulties today. Okay, so let's start by creating a credit sheet. So this is going to be where we create the different amounts we want to sell. Here is under the store tab, under advanced pay. This is where all my credit sheets are stored. So you can have different ones for different genres that you photograph. I am going to create one here. So I'll just do back to, oh, good. Back to basics, credit sheets. You can do like Little League credit sheet, sports, you know. Now here's where you can add those 4 amounts. If you just add one, you know, it's only going to show one. I am just going to do 1 in this example. I'll do 2. I'll do 2. So let's start with the $35 credit. You can also add a description in here. So this is good. Like I said, people use it in a lot of different ways. So for example, like with dance, if a lot of different dancers have a lot of different costumes, you could sell different credit amounts and put like, you know, the $35 credit is good for 1 costume. The $50 is good for 2, etc. So this is good real estate for you to tell customers what they need to know about the shoot. So I'll just put get free shipping when you purchase. Now, say I'm doing free shipping with $35 and then I do like a $20 credit, but the advance pay offer is for $35. They can still get the advance pay offer, but they have to spend $35 once they actually check out. So anybody who purchased a credit period will get the advance pay offer. They just have to reach the minimum order amount on their actual order. So hopefully that makes sense. All right, so I have a $35 and a $50 credit. Now let's go back to the job and refresh, and that should show here. All right, so I got my credit sheet attached. Now let's create an offer. That's going to take me to the store tab under offers. Just so you guys know, this is where you can create offers like for anything, just to use in general, to attach to the job as a gallery promotion, etc. You create the offers here and then you designate them in the settings of the job. So I'm going to create my advance pay offer. I'm going to do free shipping. And I'll go over the types of offers after I get done with my screen share. So we'll get into that. But free shipping is definitely a popular one. Do back to basics, AP. All right, so this name can only be seen by you. Same with the advance pay credit sheet name. This will just help you understand what that credit sheet was created for. As far as offer code, you could create one, or you could also generate one. I kind of like generating because, you know, it automatically applies for customers who have an advance pay credit. They don't have to type it in. Now, some other things that are important: minimum order dollar amount. This is where you want to enter what they have to buy in order to get the offer applied. I would recommend setting one. You just want to protect yourself. You know, you don't want people to buy your lowest item and apply free shipping to it. You want to protect your margin. So I like putting the minimum order dollar amount at the lowest advance pay offer option, like, or advance pay credit amount option. So like I'm selling a $35 credit as my lowest one. I'm going to set the minimum order dollar amount at 35, but everybody's different. Now, offer expiration date. This is also important. I would not recommend setting an offer expiration date for advance pay offers. Now, you definitely don't want to set it for like, some people want to set it for the day that you release the gallery. This is not going to protect the offer from being used. It is only going to the advance pay credit purchasers and nobody else. So you don't have to like shut it off or anything with the expiration date. You can expire it, like say you did a school in fall and then, you just want to kind of cut it off. You could expire it at the end of the year, but our system for advance pay offers specifically, it doesn't really communicate the advance pay offer expiration. So you want to give people a chance to use the offer that they were told they were going to get, even if it takes them 32 days to purchase or whatever. They still bought that credit. They still bought early, and they're your target consumer. They're doing exactly what you want your customers to do. So you don't want to punish them if they wait. So that's that. Max redemptions, by the way, this number you can set if you want to limit the amount of times it can be used. You could always, once you're done selling advance pay, you could look at the number of credits you sold and set that, but it's not super important. It's going to automatically apply to those who bought the credit and nobody else. All right, so back in the job again, and I'm going to attach it here. All right, so now I have my credit sheet and my advance pay offer attached. Two other things here. So customer data, this is going to require the customer to enter their name of the subject being photographed. I think this is important, just in case you want to know. With private galleries, there are some ways that you can tell, which gallery purchased a credit in the Capture app. So you're kind of already gathering that information, but I don't see why not, to turn it on. So that's helpful. They have to enter the name. One other thing, preview storefront. So when this is turned on, your customers can see your pricing in advance pay. So, if they're wondering what they're going to be able to use their credit for, you can turn this on and give them a preview of your storefront. It's also good if like you have customers reaching out like, oh, can I see your price sheet or whatever? Just tell them to go into the gallery and look because it's available to browse through. In order to turn this on, you have to have a price sheet attached. I put one on so that I could go ahead and turn it on. But if it's grayed out when you're setting up, you're going to have to go over to the products tab and attach a price sheet in order to switch it on. So, some people don't want to show their pricing off the bat. I think everybody's different. I really like that you can show your pricing, but at the same time, it's sometimes people don't want to give the whole kitchen sink right off the bat. So yeah, now I'm going to show you guys what advance pay looks like to the customer. When you are ready to, set advance pay live, you go up here and set job to advance pay. And that's going to make it so anybody who enters their gallery is going to be able to purchase a credit. If you're using private galleries, this will trigger some marketing to go out automatically. So be sure to pay attention to that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and set the job to advance pay. It's telling me that it's going to send texts out. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And then I'm already in a customer gallery from this job. So let's look at it. So you go right in, they have to enter their phone number first, and then it will ask them to subscribe to text alerts. This is good if you're sending out like private galleries and people go in through the link and they enter their phone number, it's going to opt them into text immediately. So another good thing about offering advance pay is that you're getting people to go into the gallery and they're doing that action of signing up for text alerts, even if they don't end up purchasing the credit. And then it tells them to prepay with advance pay. It explains the offer here and here when they purchase an advance pay credit. And then it tells them it will automatically apply when pictures are published. And then here is where it shows the amounts. And it also shows that description here right underneath. So they can up the quantity and then they have to enter their subject name as well. And then they just check out. Super easy. All right. Going off my screen, let me find my slides again. Let's see. All right. Good deal. So, incentivizing the purchase of advance pay. Like I said, you have to give some sort of incentive to encourage the purchase. You have to make it make sense to your customers why they should do this in advance. So there are a few different offer types that you can attach to advance pay as an advance pay offer. Like I explained, you can have up to 4 credit amounts, but you can only have one offer. I think I said that. Hopefully I didn't confuse, but the offer can only have one minimum order amount. So yeah. Now, first and foremost, free shipping. This is probably the most popularly used offer with advance pay. I think this is just an offer that customers are really enticed by. People love to shop online. They love the convenience of it. But then that shipping charge is lingering in their mind, and it can be a hard pill to swallow for them. So if you're transitioning to online from paper order forms, or from a system where your customers aren't used to paying for shipping, I think this is another great selling point for advance pay. Like when you introduce it, if you're using advance pay for a brand new job, you can say, hey, we're doing online now, but if you want to save on your shipping charge, go ahead and get an advance pay credit now, so that you receive free shipping. But yeah, when I'm shopping online, if I'm going to get free shipping, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get it. I don't know why. It's a mental thing. So yeah. You can also do a spend-based incentive. So something like a dollar amount off or a percentage off. I like percentage off offers because, they save more money the more they spend. So they'll spend more and more. It's kind of a spend-based incentive, but it can be kind of hard to track because the amount is going to vary based on what they sell, what they buy. So I always tell people when they're setting up advance pay to try to keep it to free shipping or a dollar amount off. That way you can tell exactly, what you're going to be taking out of your margins, and covering as part of the incentive. So yeah. Okay. I think that's it for advance pay. Let's get into creating price sheets, and we're also going to talk about bulk shipping a little bit. So what are price sheets and how do they work? Price sheets are your sets of pricing that you set up in PhotoDay. You create them in your account, and then you're going to attach a price sheet to each job that you're doing, and that's going to determine the packages and products that you're offering and the prices. So when you're first getting started, you're going to choose the lab that you want to set up your pricing with, or that you're going to want to use to start off. And then you can create your price sheet with that lab. You can add multiple labs to your account. You can create multiple different price sheets with different labs. You can only use one price sheet on a job at a time. So, you can switch labs, you can make changes, but you can only do one at a time. So, now, some people create one price sheet and they use it for every single job that they ever do. And then some people, create organization specific pricing or genre specific. Like if you do dance and then you do schools, or you do sports, you're not going to want to have like sports products on your dance price sheet, etc. So, but yeah, let's see. I am going to go over how you set up pricing. I'm going to share my screen again. So, that will be helpful. But you're going to start off with a sample price sheet in your account. So when you add a lab to your account, PhotoDay is automatically going to put a sample price sheet into your account from that lab. A lot of people will just copy that price sheet and like make their edits, kind of make it a little easier to set up your pricing. Or you could just start from scratch. So I'll show you how to do both. Yeah, let's see. No screen sharing yet. Okay, and then also bulk shipping. So all the labs that are partnered with PhotoDay do drop shipping. So orders are drop shipped directly to the customer. They pay for the shipping unless you offer free shipping. And then they're going to get tracking and the order is going to be sent directly to them. We do have a bulk shipping option, and that is going to be where all of the orders can be sent to one address after the deadline you set passes on your job when you're using bulk shipping. So I know this might be important for some people who are, who have done paper order forms and just given a big order to the school or to the league to pass out. So it's an option. It's gonna also allow your customers to avoid the shipping charge. So, you know, that's another benefit of using bulk shipping if you can make it work for your job. Now, there are certain requirements for using bulk shipping. Bulk shipping is actually only available with Miller's Lab. So you have to have Miller's added to your account in order to set up bulk shipping. You also can only use bulk shipping on a private jobs. So if you're trying to set up bulk shipping and you can't find it, it might be because you don't have Miller's on your account, might also be because you're trying to attach it to a group or public job. Reason for it only being able to be used on private galleries is just because we kind of need that data to sort the orders. You know, your customers are paying for their orders. We need to make sure that we're keeping that same security as we do when we're drop shipping orders. You know, they're giving us or giving you their money. So we have to keep them organized. We don't want to just send you a big pile of photos and have you sort them and make sure, you know, or hope that they get there correctly. So that is why private galleries is required. And then also Miller's is fantastic at what they do. They are a well-oiled machine, and they are our chosen lab partner right now for bulk shipping. They do give free 2-day shipping to you if you meet the lab cost minimum for the order. I'll explain that when I share my screen a little bit. But yeah, so it can be free shipping for you, and then it's free shipping for your customers. It's also cool because we have some marketing reminders that go out about the bulk shipment date. So it can be another way to create a sense of urgency for people to go ahead and get their order in so that it can be included in the bulk shipment. Okay, so the setup of bulk shipping starts at the price sheet level. So when you're building, if you want to do bulk shipping, it's going to start with making a bulk shipping price sheet. If you already have a Miller's price sheet and you want to make it bulk shipping, you can change it in the settings. I'll show you how to do that. Or you can copy your price sheet and then change it. But it has to be a bulk shipping price sheet in order to set up bulk shipping. And also you can choose bulk only, or you do bulk and drop. So bulk only would mean that they can only include their order in the bulk shipment. And then once the processing date happens, the job actually goes like expired until you open it again with new pricing. You could do bulk and drop, which gives customers the option to include their order in the shipment or just pay for their own shipping and get it. I kind of like that option, mostly because once the date passes, it doesn't just expire the job. It just keeps going, but drop shipping is the only thing available. So I think that's cool, and it's less work for you. So, okay, I think it's my screen sharing time again. Yes. So let's get that up. Sorry if you guys have questions so far. I would prefer to answer them all at once because that's just how my brain works, but I don't want to throw things off. So keep in mind, I will answer all questions that you guys have. Just hang tight with me. Now, okay, I think you can see my screen. We're good. So this is under the store tab and under price sheets. This is my demo account. I have like 2 million price sheets in here, so sorry about that. But we're going to be working with these two today. If you want to create a price sheet from scratch, up here in the top right corner, there is a plus sign. You're going to click here, give the price sheet a name so that you know what you should use it for. You'll choose a lab from the drop down. This is going to be all the labs that you have added to your account. So I have all of them added. If you don't, you can just go into your settings and add them quickly, and then they'll be available here. As far as markup goes, this is just going to be a starting point, kind of like a safety net for you. I like to go with like maybe like 400% or something like that. But oh my gosh, why doesn't my keyboard want to work? So weird. Whatever. Hold on, let me plug it in, guys. I'm sorry, just in case. Okay. But yeah, you can change every price individually. From here, you don't have to like keep this markup. It's not that important, but you do have to set it. And then again, this shipping type only with Millers. If you have Millers selected, you're going to be able to choose what shipping type you want. So I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to go into a price sheet that is already created so that I don't have to build one with you guys and make you wait for that. So this is a Miller's price sheet. Over on the left-hand side are the different sections. I'm going to go through each of them. I like to start in the middle here with print products. So this is a la carte items. Everything you offer here is going to be able to be purchased on its own. So you can do just regular prints. You can also create packs of multiples. So, you know, if you're offering a 4x6, you don't have to offer just one. You can bump it up and kind of keep a set retail price for each of these sheet values, basically. There's also templated prints, so you can add those as well. And then specialty items, so things like buttons, magnets, keychains. Each lab is going to be kind of different as far as what they offer. Everybody really offers the same general products, but there will be some unique products for each lab. So if you're set on a specific product, you can always ask us. You can explore and add the different labs and see which one fits best for you. But yeah, so you're going to be able to see the unit cost. That is the printing cost from the lab. You'll be able to see the PhotoDay fee, which is 10% of this number. And this is going to be dynamic. So as you change this price, the PhotoDay fee will recalculate. This is going to help you kind of see what your margins are looking like when you're setting your prices. Now, if you're starting from the beginning, or if you want to check out the lab's full catalog and make sure you've added what you want, you can come up to that plus sign and you'll be able to see all the items the lab offers here. So if you want to add an item, you just click it, click add product. You can set the price and then you just hit save to add it. And then same with specialty products. Those will be right here and so forth. All right, so digital products, spoiler alert, I'm going to talk about this in detail, so I'm not going to go here yet. But packages, this is where you can create bundles of items, hopefully for a discount so that people go with packages as opposed to buying single items. So you can click this plus sign to create a package and give it a description, and then you move on and add the items in. Just as an example, this is my all-star print bundle package. You can give the package a fun name. You do not have to use package 1, 2, 3 or ABC like you do with paper order forms. So you can really use this package name and package description area to explain who the package is good for. The basic package, just good if somebody wants a couple of prints and out the door. So, and then you add the contents of the package. So a different image can be chosen for each of these items, which is cool because photographers are typically offering multiple images per subject in PhotoDay. And this just could encourage people to buy bigger and bigger packages if they love all the images. But you can also add digitals in here. You can add specialty items, and then you just hit save. So I'm going to go over some best practices as well. So we'll get to that. But 2 other things under price sheets before we move on. Shipping rates. You're going to be able to see how much the shipping is going to cost from your customer here. And then photo add-ons. So we have a retouching technology that you can offer to customers as an add-on. This is purchased per photo. So if they, bought 6 items with 2 different photos, they could pay $16 in this example and get both of the photos retouched for all the items. It does a really great job. It's just going to be, facial retouching, blemish removal, redness reducing, stuff of that nature. But it does a really, really natural job. I'm always impressed. You can turn it off if you want, but the good thing about it is that you make a little bit of extra revenue and you don't have to do anything. So really cool. Now, one other thing I'll talk about, if you want to switch a price sheet to bulk shipping, all you have to do is, it has to be Miller's, mind you, but all you have to do is go here to this gear and then just choose bulk or bulk and drop and then hit save and it will change it. There might be a few items that aren't available with bulk shipping that are available with drop shipping. That just has to do with how they ship the items, and making sure everybody or everything is easily fulfillable in that larger bulk setting. So you might run into a little bit of that. But here's the same price sheet copied to bulk and drop. You'll notice that the lab cost is a little cheaper for items if they're included in the bulk shipment. So that's another benefit of using bulk shipping. And then I'll just quickly show you guys how the setup of bulk shipping works. I don't want to talk about it without rounding that out. Now, it starts with attaching your pricing to the job. It has to be the bulk shipping pricing. So I'm under the store tab, under products, and then let's find it in one of my 1 million price sheets. Okay, so this is my bulk and drop price sheet. You do have to choose a product theme when you attach your price sheet. This is just going to determine what templates your customers can choose from for things like memory mates or prints with a border, things of that nature. So I'm going to do that and then go to the shipping tab. And under here, under bulk shipping, this is where you set up your bulk shipping settings. You want to make sure you set this up before you publish. I think it gives you a warning if you have a bulk shipping price sheet on the job and you didn't set this up, so that's good. But just make sure you go in here. You have to choose a date that they process by. You have to enter the address. You can also use data from your CSV that you uploaded into the private gallery to sort the orders. So that's cool. I mean, because then they can be sorted by teacher, by grade automatically and make it easy for the school. Now, as far as the address goes, customers are not going to see this. I would recommend using this delivery note section to explain how they're going to get their order, when they could expect their order. Photos are going to be delivered to each class after Christmas break or whatever. So that's what this can be used for. And this is going to show at checkout. And then one other thing I'll touch on before we move on, you can get free 2 to 3 day shipping with bulk shipping, but you have to meet the minimum total lab cost of $15. That means that all of the orders that are placed in the bulk shipment need to equal a lab cost of $15 in order for it to be free. If you're a little short on it, you just pay the difference. So not that big of a deal. But what I'd recommend is just make sure if you're going to set up bulk shipping, that you're giving your customers enough time. Like, don't give them 2 days to place their order, because then that might end up, getting you in the end, because you'll have to pay the difference of the lab cost. So yeah, just give time. Be careful about setting multiple, because, it might end up costing you. So anyway. All right, back to my slides again. If I can find them. All right. So tips for effective pricing strategies. We've spent a ton of time just seeing what works when it comes to pricing on PhotoDay. And I help a ton of studios with this every day. I have learned a lot. So just a few things off the top of my head are: give great savings in your packages, and also list the savings that they're getting in the description of each package, so that they don't have to do the math. They see it right there, what kind of deal it is. And it can encourage them to buy the package where they save the most. So make sure you use that real estate to explain the savings. Another thing, keep your pricing short and sweet. Don't offer too many package options or product options. We give you guys a product report in your account, so you're actually able to pull up a report that tells you exactly what sells, what your most popular package was, what your most popular a la carte items, and that can help you figure out what you need to put in packages, what you can take off, what's never sold. So yeah, I would just say, you as the professional are kind of creating a suggestion when you build your pricing that's showing your customer what they want. I mean, a lot of people don't know a lot about, print sizes or what's available. So set up your pricing in a way that pushes them in the right direction. Don't give them too many options. Another tip, sell digitals, give a great deal on them. I'm going to get into digitals in a minute, but yeah, they are high value and they don't have a print cost. They're a really popular product. So you can even throw those into your print packages and boost the value of the package without adding to the cost that you're paying with prints. So that's a great tip. Give your best pricing to those that purchase early. So give your best pricing in the beginning, either by, first with people who bought a credit, they get an offer. And then, you can give an early bird special, or you can give your best pricing the first few weeks that your gallery is available. And then you can raise your prices after a couple of weeks. So this is going to train your customers to purchase early, get the best deal. I have another webinar I did. I think it's called The Secrets of Selling Online or something like that. I think they're going to link it in the chat. I won't talk a lot about getting a strategy together for pricing or for, your marketing, but just create a solid strategy, like with when you're going to give, or when you're going to raise prices, what deals you're going to give to your early purchasers, and then stick to it season over season. That way people learn, if they purchase late and they have to pay a little extra and then you do the same thing the next season, they're going to know that they need to purchase earlier to get the best deal. So yeah, don't go backwards. Don't give offers to those who waited to purchase. I know a lot of people want to give do offers 3 months after the gallery was published to get those last minute sales in, but I don't always prefer that. I feel like it shows people that if they wait, they get an offer. So don't go backwards. But yeah, if you guys want more details on those types of strategies, please watch that webinar. If you guys are having trouble with your pricing, if you need suggestions on what packages to put together or what works, our support team is happy to talk with you about that. We can go over pricing you already have set up. We can get genre-specific sample pricing into your account if you need. But we are always helping people out with that. So please reach out to our bubble if you have questions. Okay, so tips for effective a la carte offerings. I would just say it's important that your a la carte items are priced at full retail value in the print product section. And that way you can give savings in your packages and push people towards buying a package over single items. It's just going to, reward people who buy more, push them in. I would make sure to keep your a la carte pricing up at a standard retail price. Don't have like one 3.5 by 5 for $4. Do 4 3.5 by 5s for $15.99, and protect yourself from making those low sales. And then other than that, just keep it short and sweet. You don't need 5 versions of every mug that the lab offers. You don't need to offer every single, specialty item and print size that the lab offers. Just choose the print sizes that work best with your work. Choose a few specialty items that your people will love. And again, you are the one who's suggesting what they should buy. So keep that in mind when you're creating your pricing. All right, we're diving into downloads. So starting with a la carte digital downloads, what are they and how do they differ from download packages? So obviously, these are just going to be single downloads that your customer can purchase. You can offer a single high resolution download or a single social sharing download. You can offer both on your price sheet. So you have to add a single high-res download in order to create the bundles, which I'm going to get into. But I think it's good to offer this in general because this is going to assign value to one digital image. Like, hey, if you buy one digital image, it's $40. But if you buy 2 or 3, then it's, just 30. So that way, again, people can visualize those savings of buying more. So we do have some bundling options for downloads that is going to allow you to sell multiple downloads to your customers and give them a deal for doing so. Most photographers who are using PhotoDay are offering more than one image per subject. They're not confined to one image for the entire order like they might have been with paper order forms. So I definitely recommend that you start offering multiple images. That is going to open the door for larger orders. If people love all the images, then they are going to want to buy all of them. Images are your inventory. I probably will say that 10 more times. So yeah. But yeah, in today's world, digitals are, what most people think they want right when they walk into a storefront to buy pictures. They are going to go towards the digitals because they are always on their phone. It's just a largely online world these days. I was actually sitting at Lisa's presentation that she gave to our users group meetup at SPAC this past week, and she showed some really interesting data. It was essentially a pie chart that compared all items sold versus how many digitals sold, and the digitals alone were a huge part of that pie. So I mean, you want to give a good deal on these because this is what people are looking to buy. They're the most popular product. So yeah, sometimes it can be hard to get to that mentality where you're giving the printing rights of your images to your customers, but that's what people want, and you don't really want to price them out of buying the digitals either. You definitely want to set them high. They're a high value product, but give them deals so that they can buy digitals, and they have no printing costs to you, so it's beneficial for you too. So what are digital download bundles? Why are they essential? I covered why they're important, kind of. I'm going to walk you guys through how to set them up in just a second on a screen share, but we have a couple of different options that I'm going to go through. You can just put them into your packages, but we have digital bundle features that are going to allow you to set up deals for multiple digitals without without having to state a specific number. Like used to, we had packages and you would make like a 2 digital package, 3 digital package, so forth. And that got really bulky. That is taken away with the digital download bundles option. So yeah, and it also, I'll talk a little bit about this, but it automatically upsells in the cart. We've designed it to tell people to buy more and more. So we have tiered pricing. That's where you're going to be offering a scaled discount the more images they buy. And then we have max price. So let me screen share. I think I explained that. So I'm going to show you on a screen share before I get into more word vomit about digitals. Let's see. I think that's the right screen. Okay. So I left digital products blank so I could show you how to set them up from start to finish. So I'm going to click add digital products. I'm going to add both in this example. I'll go over which digital download options to offer and why each are important after my screen share. So we have high-res downloads and social sharing. I am going to, all right, so we'll just do a social sharing for $10 and then high-res download. I'll price one at $35. All right, gonna go ahead and save this. If you already have your price sheet set up and you have like a high-res download on here, but you haven't dove into bundles yet, you're actually gonna wanna click on the high-res download, the word high-res download, and that's gonna bring you into setting up the bundles. So first is tiered pricing. Essentially how this works is you set up the number of photos. So we'll do 2 to 3 for the first one, and then you set up the price per photo. So we'll just do $30 and then keep going. So I would base this off of the number of images that you are giving per athlete. So if you're giving like 12 image options, I would set the tiered pricing up to kind of work alongside that. And then also, I think it's important to pay attention to where most of your customers are purchasing. Like, for instance, you don't want to create like a 4 to 10 images and then 10 to 15 if a lot of your customers will purchase 4, 5, or 6. You want to give those savings and put them concentrated where most of your customers are gonna look. So yeah. Now you can create up to 5 of these. You have to set up one fully before you set up the next. So make sure to do that. The last one that you create, make sure that the percentage is like a clean number, because this percentage shows in the cart. It'll be like save up to 50%. So I like to share that just in case. Sometimes it'll be like 49.2, and that's a little bit strange. So anyways, here is my tiered pricing setup. Let's talk a little bit about max price. So this one's a little less dynamic, but it might work for some people. Essentially, you can set the max number of allowed digitals and the max retail price. So I'll set 100 as the max retail price and put 10 as the max allowed. So the way this works is people are going to pay the retail price per photo until they hit this max retail price amount. So if they buy one, it'll be 35. If they buy two, it will be 70. If they buy three, that's 105. So they've hit that max retail price. They're just going to pay 100, and then they can buy up to 10 and pay that $100 price. So this might work for like events. I would recommend using it in private galleries only because, you know, it's a little bit easier to control because people can only purchase a bundle per subject. With digital download, I mean, with group and public galleries, that's not in place. There's not really a limit. So yeah, and stay tuned for more updates on these bundling options also. Okay, I'm gonna jump back into my slides. I think that's all I have to share screen share wise, but I got a little bit more about digitals in here. So tiered pricing, again, you are just setting up a scaled discount the more they buy. Now, there's max price, kind of explain that. Hopefully that makes sense. But what I wanted to show you guys is the upsell. So the best thing about these features is that they're designed to automatically upsell in the cart. So the cart is going to show your customers the different amount of images and that the price goes down the more they add. And say they added 4 images and then the next tier up was 5 for a lower price. It will tell them down here to, you know, add 1 more digital download and they'll save even more. So we put the digital bundles front and center in the cart, and it should attract your customers' attention immediately. It'll be the first thing they see. And then we try to upsell, you know, so they buy more and more. So, all right, high res versus social sharing downloads. So social sharing downloads are sometimes a secret weapon because, you know, you can give your customers something that they can share immediately online with family and friends. It can even be like free marketing if they post to their social media. So how they work is that the system is automatically going to take the image and resize it to 900 pixels wide by the proportionate height. It lets them know it is not good for printing. It does not come with a print release, so that's taken care of. The high-res download comes with a print release, and it is going to be your full-size image that you uploaded. Sometimes I feel like social sharing downloads can be hard to sell on their own. I know some studios do, but I think they're really good when they're used in packages as a bonus item, because that is going to give your customer an item that they can receive right away while they wait for their prints. And then they can share it on their phone immediately and get excited. And then, yeah, with high-res downloads, they're getting the full printing rights. They can be priced higher, and they're going to be the full resolution image. Okay, so if you are ready to get started or if you need more help, PhotoDay has a ton of resources that we've put together to make getting started easy for you guys. So starting with the PhotoDay guide, this is my personal favorite help resource. If you are less of a video watching person and like more written stuff, the PhotoDay guide will break down everything from setting up your account, setting up your price sheets, you know, setting up advance pay, doing private galleries and capture. We have everything written out in this guide. I personally like to see, you know, everything written down so that I can make a mental checklist and go through every sentence. Videos are a little harder because you have to like skip back and forth, but yeah, I love this guide. Check this out if you have not already. We also have support articles. So our team has paid really close attention in the last few years to what questions are being asked. And also we create support articles for all of our frequently asked questions and also just for all of our features. So if it's after hours, if our support chat is out, or if you just want to research for yourself before you ask, most likely we have a support article for you. So those are awesome. The bubble. So if you have not talked to our bubble yet, we have an amazing support team full of knowledgeable people. I mean, they have experience in the industry one way or another, and just experience with, you know, helping people through using PhotoDay. They've most likely seen it before, so never hesitate to come in and reach out to us. We're available 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. If you send us a message after hours, we'll get back to it as soon as we're back in office. But yeah, if you have a question, if you want to say hey and just chat, please reach out. I mean, we do more than just answer a question. Like, we do more than just give you a simple answer. We'll ask more questions to you, get more information on your situation, and see what else we can help you with. Also, we have onboarding. So if you have not gotten on a call with us yet and you are just getting started, reach out to the bubble and schedule an onboarding with us, because we can hear about your workflow or about your jobs, what you want to use PhotoDay for, and we can get you set up with a workflow that works best for you. Also, if you're already using us and you just want to chat about you know, how it's been so far, if you want to make sure that you're using everything that you could be to make your life easy and to make your results greater, then we can help with that too. So yeah, pricing, strategy, all that in the bubble. And it's real people in there. It's not even robots. A lot of times, like, you have to talk to 10 robots before you can talk to someone, but it's not so much like that here. So yeah. And then also webinars and blogs. So if you want to watch replays of stuff like this, just like really basic 101 stuff, strategy stuff, like where I talk about, not just me, a lot of different people. I do a lot of the webinars these days, but if you want to, you know, watch about advanced pay, pricing, we also do interviews with some of our really successful users, which is awesome. So you can see, you get a look into what they're doing, what works for them. We have webinar replays posted in the Academy section of your account, so you can watch those. We also have blogs. Blogs will have a lot of the same stuff, interviews, information about new features, and more. So definitely check that stuff out. But yeah, let's see. I went long today, you guys. Thanks for sticking on with me. I could talk about this stuff all day. So, all right, let's get into questions. Will this be available to watch again? Yes, we'll send out a replay link to everybody who registered. So look out for that. There will be a replay for this. Is there a way to control the amount of texts that go out? Or disable if someone complains? So there's not a way to really to customize the frequency of the text. If somebody is frustrated, they can always text stop to opt out. And if you have a specific instance with text, either with an individual customer or with you know, an entire job, just come to our bubble and explain it to us, and we can help you figure out the best way to handle that. But the texts are super important. We prefer not to like turn them off, because text marketing is the way that we get customers into the gallery to purchase. If those go away, then you know, in an online world, people need to be reminded to get in there. So next question, can you update from public to private if you want to add bulk shipping? So if you already created your job and it's a public job, you're going to have to create a brand new one and make it private to set up bulk shipping. Setting up the job itself is pretty easy, so hopefully that isn't too much of a pain. It's just because there's so many differences in the structure of both job types that you have to create a new one. But yeah, I know that could be tough if you've already like hit the ground running with your job, but hopefully not. All right, where do I apply discounts when creating packages? So when I referenced giving discounts in packages, I am really meaning like, look at your a la carte items, look at what you've put into the package and what they're priced a la carte, and then you know, give a savings. So I always say that you want to scale your savings up the bigger the package gets. So maybe with a basic package, start with a 15% discount and then go to like 20%, 25, 30, etc. But you're really just discounting by setting a retail price that's less than those items combined when they are bought a la carte. And then you just state it in the description. Let's see, what is the safest ratio to upload to ensure nothing is cut off the cropping? I think a lot of people do 8x10. I think it really depends, but if you use Lightroom, there's something called crop guide overlay where you can turn on a little guide where you see all the different print sizes cut out. And that will give you more insight on if your image is going to fit. I just, when in doubt, give a lot of margins, but 8x10 is good. And then just the sides will be cut off for the longer prints or sizes. I'm not a photographer, so I speak in plain talk when I talk about that, but hopefully that helped. Let's see. So when using Advance Pay, does the client receive an email with the code? They do. They're going to receive an email with the offer code in it once they've purchased an Advance Pay credit, but they really aren't going to have to interact with that because it's going to automatically apply to their order because they bought that credit using the email and phone number, and then hopefully they'll be logged in to use the credit. Usually it's not an issue of the offer not applying. It might be an issue of them being logged in with their phone number when their husband bought the credit. So once they're logged in with the right phone number and the credit amount applies, the offer is automatically going to apply as well. So hopefully that makes sense. Yes, you can see who has purchased AP, and you can export your sales from the job from the Insights tab. So in your job under Insights, you can download a CSV and bring that to the shoot with you so you can keep track of who's purchased. If you're using Capture in private galleries, you can actually see there's going to be an indicator on each subject that shows if they purchased credit and how much they purchased. So if you're using private galleries, you don't even have to print anything. You're just going to be able to look at it as you're checking people in. I think that's super cool. All right, if you are okay, so if you're putting high-res images into the gallery for print products, where do you add the social sharing images? So you just upload high-res images into the gallery, and our system is going to resize them to social sharing if they get purchased. So you don't have to worry about that. You only upload one version of the image, and then if they purchase a social sharing, it's going to be resized automatically. So where is the bubble? I guess I forgot to mention that. So if you're pretty much anywhere in PhotoDay, like photoday.com or like logged into your account, you're going to be able to find the bubble in the bottom right-hand corner of your account. It's a little orange bubble with a little chat bubble in it. So just click that and click start a convo, and we have a super quick response time. But yeah, and then let's see. So how do I make the best choice for backdrops to add for parents to choose from? I don't know if you're having trouble with the size. I think that you have to be 2400 by 3000 or vice versa. But I recommend coming to the bubble with that, and we can look at what you're trying to upload, what issues you're having, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, I hope I didn't miss any questions. Have we solved issues with Puerto Rican phone numbers? Come to the bubble, and Tony, please. I don't know, but we should. So yeah, but I think that's it. I think I have a couple more slides. We only get paid when you get paid. So that's why it is so, so important to us that we work together and get you the best results possible on our platform. This is the cost of PhotoDay, and then included for free are all these amazing features, as well as our support chat and our help from our customer success team as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. Thanks for sticking on. This was awesome. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you later. Bye.